Good morning. So it's Friday the 10th of August 2018. Summer in the City starts today with Creator, Industry and International Vlogging Day. We've had breakfast after having a shower and getting dressed, and we'll shortly be off up to the Excel to collect our wristbands and then check out the stalls and some of the panels and see what else is going on. Anyway, I shall film more throughout the day. Good morning everyone. So we've had a shower, breakfast, got ready, charged our devices up a bit, and now we're walking up to the XL for Creator, Industry and International Vlogging Day at Summer in the City 2018. It's, as I said earlier, Friday the 10th of August. Events open from 11 till around 6:30 today. Then we'll probably go for something to eat and something to drink, and then go back to the hotel late tonight. We'll be filming throughout the day and intending to put this and anything else up before the end of the day and tag it for International Vlogging Day. So we're now at Summer in the City. We're off to go and get our wristbands and film a bit more in a bit. Hi there, so we've now got into Summer in the City Creator Day. We're going to have a wander around. I'll film some stuff in a second on my main camera. I've got some footage already on my mobile phone camera, so I'll upload that directly to my backup sources so I can download them later, and then obviously I shall transfer any content I get on this camera to my laptop later. All this content is going to be up today, Friday the 10th of August, which is Summer in the City Creator Day, Summer in the City Industry Day, and and it is also International Vlogging Day. This is the first year of that the organisers have come up with, and we're going to get that sorted later. So we're at Summer in the City. That's going to be where the meet and greets are. And then this year, instead of the bumper cars, we've got the usual remix, we've got waltzers, and we've got a merry-go-round. So that's different to what we've had the last couple of years. Then we've got the Summer in the City area there, with letters, etc. And the food area over there. This section's not normally open yet because they've usually got the main stage in here, but they've moved it. So I'm having a look around to the XL, Summer in the City event, see what's around. So I'm just going to point at things and then advise what they are. So to start with, I'm just going to pan around. So that is something called the Nun, which resumes coming out soon. Then we've got the fashion view stage here, where there's going to be a few events. Then body shops are over here. There's the floor plan, of which I'll have a copy in the back, and a group I'll walk in a bit. Right there. Looks like it's some kind of beauty stand. And that's the area for Nintendo Switch that people will be able to game. There's also stalls all over the place. This is the MTN Comic Con stand. stand. Merch stand and stuff like Jack and Dean stuff on. That's the creative village over there, where all the different creators will be selling their stuff. Some of the time they'll be over there. So we've got Rose and Rosie, Bethan, Hannah, Alex Bertie, Luke Cookmore. Not sure what that stand is. The one next to it, Just Joe, Rehinchris, Dottie, M. Blackery's stand is there. Then there's the Word Not Just Cat Records. That looks like it's people selling their own creations. That's the bus of can't remember, but I'll put that in later. More merch stands, and that's Nicky and Sammy. It looks like the one next to it is more than like Adobe. A few volunteers manning some of the stands, etc. They're in it. Creators will probably be on them later. That's Fun for Louis bus, that's what I was trying to think of. Ripley Adventure big blue double-decker bus, which aren't going to be open later, but isn't just a minute. More merch stands, not sure who's up this end at the minute. Investigate that later. And then that's where you can get SitC merch. And a flurry stand. And then over there in a bit will be where all the panels will be, so it's the panel section. And then up here is one of the other stages, can't remember which one now. So that's the lifestyle stage. And that's where everyone comes in. And now that's where I'm going to leave this.
I go, no. So if you have multiple channels, I think if you're doing different niches, it's fine because you're getting different audiences. But in a way, if you have your main channel, your vlogging channel, and then you have the food channel, and then your gaming channel, I think that can always make people go, I don't know, maybe that's just me.
Different now. I really like iJustine.
That wasn't.
No, you don't. I'm just like exploring space. No, I like her.
That was just the first person I could think of that like really doubled down on loads of channels.
Yeah.
But do you watch every iJustine channel?
Maybe.
Yeah, you can. Like, it's not a. She's got time. James is very busy.
I don't. I have videos playing in the background while I paint.
Oh, okay. So
I'm always painting.
Lots of iJustine.
Yeah,
cool.
Lots of everything.
Ignore everything I just said. I was wrong.
And Last Airbender.
What?
Last Airbender recently.
Oh, cool.
I like it. Sorry.
Great.
Okay, so we've got a couple of minutes left. I think we'll move on. We've got, apparently
there's a new cardboard
Can we take
sign.
like one question?
Do it.
Like
they can't stop you. You've got the mic.
One
Do
question.
it.
So we've got time for one question. No pressure. There's a hand
over there in the
here.
middle.
It's the only hand. So there's our one question. Do you want to stand up? The mic's
Microphone's coming.
What do we think the question's going to be? Better be really good.
There's a lot of pressure on this question.
Oh no, okay. Quality over quantity is my sort of question. So often we've got a channel where we put a lot of time into our editing, try and make it sort of very cinematic with the B-roll and things. And sometimes it might be that we've not got time to do that for a video. It might be more of like a Q&A type, like a sit-down video. Would you say it's better to upload a video that may not be as better quality, but you're still putting a video out there?
And what is your channel?
The Juicy Vlog. My boyfriend, we do like vlogging and we're going travelling next week, going full time, so.
Oh, cool. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Algorithm-wise, it is good to upload frequently, but overall, better quality content people are going to appreciate more, so it's whatever you feel like is more important than there.
I would say in a way, you have to do both, right? So obviously you know that you can't upload crap every day and build a channel. So it's about the audience has to enjoy what we're doing. But quality is not always defined by getting that really good B-roll. Sometimes you just sat there and doing a really sort of low effort video can be as appealing or more appealing. So I wouldn't look at it like, yeah, make good stuff that you're proud of, but every good thing that you make doesn't necessarily have to be a thing which takes you loads of time for it to qualify as good, but still aim for that midpoint between quality and quantity, because the algorithm needs that quantity.
I agree, and I'd also say in your specific situation, where so much of your audience is based around your personality and people connecting with you. If you imagine, imagine you're a tech channel. Your audience just wants to see tech, they don't care about you. Whereas with your channel, they care about you. And so every interaction that audience member has with you has to be positive. It'll either be a good interaction or it'll be a negative interaction. The more negative interactions you have, they're just going to leave. If they just get bored, because they just, basically, if you're assuming something, you go, either I assume that video will be good, or I assume that video will be bad. And if every time they get a bad video, then they're going to start assuming all your videos are bad. And so, again, it's about a really big balance. You're also fighting against the YouTube algorithm, which wants you to upload all the time, unfortunately. And so, yeah, I'd say just make, like Stephen said, as long as the audience member has a good time watching your video, it doesn't matter what the quality was. But do upload frequently, unfortunately. I'm the worst person to give you that advice, I'd never upload, but, yes.
I do frequent content with it where I do an art video that takes more time, and then I'll do a challenge video, which I know is still going to do well, but takes me an hour to make. And so if you can find a balance like that of a video where you know it's going to do well still, but just not take the effort, like you said, like that'd be the balance, I guess, that you can deal with. But algorithms, they're great.
Perfect. Hope that answers your question. Thank you for that.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry we've over-talked and don't have time for any more questions. Before we go,
only one question anyway.
Before we go though, one piece of advice that you would have to YouTubers, as now this is first vlog to pro vlogger, you're all pro vloggers, what's your one tip? No pressure.
I've already put my mic down. Honestly, what I said earlier, be yourself and find the bits of yourself that are interesting and amplify them, and don't try and fake being someone else, because people will see through it.
Love it.
I would say, if you're going to make content about a thing that lots of people have made content about, do it in a different way. If you're going to be a daily vlogger and your life is fairly sort of normal in the scheme of things, then the style of the video has to be different. Do you know what I mean? Like, otherwise people are going to be like, well, I'll just watch Casey Neistat. And if you are, or if you've got a really interesting life, then you can kind of vlog in any style, because that's going to drive anyway. So I try and focus on one of those two things, I guess.
One really easy way to kind of take it a little bit more professional is if you take the channel name that you have on your channel and get it across all platforms and make yourself seen as a brand, that helps just add to the professionalism, I guess. But also it's handy just to have it when you do want to go to Twitter and it's taken.
Cool, that's it. Thank you so much for coming, everybody. Please give me a round of applause.